Hello, welcome back to Gaming Reviews Weekly. I am Colby S1994. This is Hazar. This is Fire Ace 216, and this is Nathan.
What's up?
Yo, today on the show we're going to be introducing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and talking about The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
We're going to start with Call of Duty.
Let's do this.
Let's go!
Alrighty, you got Hazar here.
Got Nathan.
Fire Ace.
And Jerbear.
Alrighty, we got some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay of all four of us playing. We also got some of Fire Ace and myself, Hazar.
Should we start with this game?
I'm going to say we're going to start with the survival mode.
The survival, the new thing?
Yeah.
Okay, in this game they added, it's still under Spec Ops, but it's also, there's still the Spec Ops missions, but there's a new whole survival mode, and you play on any of the multiplayer maps. And it's pretty basic, everyone understands. Waves of enemies come at you, you have money, use the money to buy like new guns, new equipment.
Grenades, airstrikes.
Stuff like that.
And also perks, you also can purchase perks.
Yeah. And it's only 2 people though on the survival.
It is down, like...
The downside of only 2 can play at like at most. Which is kind of...
Because the only 4-player thing you can do then is... split screen. If you have more than one friend over, something, all you can do is split screen.
Yeah.
And the campaign, it's pretty good.
The campaign's good. Actually, it feels more like COD 4 style again. Like it's basic again, but it's really short. Very short. It's
and
like
they're starting to use the same stuff over and over,
5-6
boats
hours
and all
maybe.
that stuff. And multiplayer,
It's the big thing.
yeah, there's the maps are good. Some of them are too vertical though.
No, I don't find them that bad. Well, okay, the maps, not that they're vertical, they're maze like. They're like a maze. You know the map, like you learn it, but when you're running around, it feels like everyone's always holding L around every corner because you don't know if a guy's gonna be there or not. You're always like just guessing basically, and it's kind of annoying now. But yes, there's like maybe 6 I'd say out of the 16 maps are good.
Yeah.
And, like the rest are just iffy, and maybe 3 or 4 are just horrible.
And the spawns, some of the maps, the spawns are just random. They're just
Interchange is probably the worst with spawns. You spawn like all around the outskirts of the map. It's really bad.
and yeah, it's just they've pulled down the airstrikes though. Like there's not as many airstrikes in multiplayer anymore.
They changed the whole kill streak system.
Because you got support, assault, and
Support, assault, and specialist.
yeah.
And assault's still like predator missile, airstrikes, helicopters, UAVs in there, counter UAV. You still got that stuff, but when you use that, if you die, it's still normal. Your kill streak resets.
Yeah.
But for specialist, or no, not specialist, support, it's the same thing, but more under there is more like
Stuff to help your team.
it's to support your team. Like there's Juggernaut recon, there's stealth bomber, there's UAV, there's a recon drone, little helicopters fly around. There's a you can manually man a turret. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. But the nice thing about that one is though, if you die, it doesn't reset.
It just keeps going
It
until
just
you're
keeps-
done.
So like for example, stealth bomber is like 14 kills. So all you have to do is actually just get 14 kills in the match. Even if you're going like 14 and 15 and you're not on a very good kill streak, you'll get the stealth bomber.
Yeah, and once you get to the top, it'll just restart. You start back at the beginning.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about anything?
Well,
First impressions of the game.
Well, it was my first time playing it, and I found it to be really good. Like, it's like the other one, but it's really better.
Jarrett?
I don't know. It's just like any other Call of Duty game. Doesn't change really. Same gun, same basic idea. You know, run around, look down gun, shoot, run, die, respawn.
Yeah, but nowadays that's what people are into. Everyone likes the first-person shooters because you can get into it, and it's just like a fun experience.
It's basically like after they made this, it's hard to think up of a new shooter now. Everyone just instantly, when they try to create something, it turns into a military game.
I don't know. I'm just tired of Call of Duty. in general.
Okay.
Because I mean, Modern Warfare 3 just feels like DLC for Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, that's what everyone said. Like, well, not everyone, but that's what most like say too.
Alright, we're gonna move on to COD Elite. It's an online like stats thing. You can see your stats. You can join clans and stuff. It's nice to have if you just want to goof around or whatever, and like, or else you're a pro player and you want to see your stats and all that. Your guns upgrade, so you can see your guns upgrade. You can change your perks and all that on it.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of gun upgrades, they made it where now there's no more currency system like Black Ops had anymore. They went back to the old way and everything. Except now guns have their own specific level ability. So the more you use the gun, the more the gun levels up itself too.
Less kick.
And there's things called proficiencies on the gun, and what they did is they moved some perks actually into a proficiency, and you only get to choose one for each like primary weapon you have. And for proficiencies, there's stuff like kick, which reduces recoil, and
Yeah.
there's quite a few. There's bleed's under the proficiencies now, where you have 2 attachments.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually a nice idea because that does kind of balance the perks that they had that were out of place.
Yeah. And anything else you guys want to talk about? Nathan? Favorite guns?
I'm a fan of the spaz.
Yeah.
Anything really except a sniper rifle. There's really no point in sniping in Call of Duty.
I'm gonna say the P90 or else the Scar. Yourself, Eric?
I like the MP5 still. And the S50's not bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good as a sniper.
They did bring riot shields back though, which is sort of.
Yeah, riot shields are in
It's
there.
okay, but I see a lot of them out there.
Oh, and when we were talking about the kill streaks, also forgot to mention the specialist kill streak is you go. It's basically you choose 3 perks, and if you get an 8 kill streak, you get 3 extra perks as well as the ones you had.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, if you keep going, you can have all the perks attached at once, and you're basically a beast.
Yeah.
Can't be stopped. And 25 kills, I think it is. You get like a little mini nuke every.
It's called the Moab.
The Moab.
The mother of all bombs.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. This was Hazar.
Virus.
Nathan.
And Jer Bear.
Alrighty, thanks. Alrighty, that was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay and commentary.
Now we're going to the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim gameplay and commentary.
Vus Roda!
Alrighty, you got Hazar here.
Nathan.
Virus.
And Jer Bear.
And this is the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, and it's out on the PC, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3, and it's the 5th in the entire series, and it's made by Bethesda Softworks. And what should we start with?
Alrighty, let's start with just like who you are in the game and stuff like that.
Character-wise or
Yeah.
story-wise?
How about we start with the characters you can pick from, some of them.
Okay. In this game, basically this game's a massive RPG world,
Yep.
open world. There's different races you get to create your character in the beginning of the game, and there's multiple different races. There's, you want to name a few or just
The Nord, Dark Elf,
High Elf,
High Elf.
Breton.
Khajiit.
Redguard, Imperial,
Yeah.
Argonian.
Orc.
Yeah, that's quite a lot. And customize. Yeah, you can customize their facial features and
Hair and all that stuff.
facial hair and their actual hair. Yeah, and later on, like when you play the game, you can like get different armors or clothing, weapons,
Make your own armor.
Yeah.
Find your armor.
magic in this game too.
Yeah. And so we're gonna go with the character that you actually pick. You're gonna be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. Yeah, story-wise, you're in Skyrim, obviously, and it's a province of Tamriel, which is like the entire country. Basically,
Continue.
there's dragons coming back, and no one understands why because they were all gone for a while, like not even for a while, for a long time. And you're Dragonborn. You can learn the language of the dragons and shout their shouts and learn their powers.
What is a shout?
A shout? It's basically the dragon's language, but it's power.
So it's magic words.
Yeah, in a way.
Pretty
But
much.
It's in the dragon language.
Just wanted to clarify it.
And yeah, you find out in the game at the beginning that you're Dragonborn, and basically you have the blood of a dragon, and it comes natural to you to absorb dragon souls and learn their powers, basically.
Yeah. First impressions on the game, Fire Ace?
Want to start with me?
Yeah, we'll start with you.
Okey-doke. First impressions, I love it. I love like Skyrim, like Elder Scrolls whole series overall. It's the graphics are great, gameplay's like intense. Overall story so far, what I've played, it's interesting. It's very catchy, and yeah, I like it overall.
Alrighty. And for me, I've never played an Elder Scrolls game. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I enjoy it a lot. I screwed up the campaign a bit, but I'm back on track now. And yeah, the graphics are amazing. Like, it's just a fun game overall. What about you, Nathan? How do you like the game so far?
Well, I never really liked the Elder Scrolls game, and then when I heard about this one, I just didn't really pay attention to it. And then I saw videos on it and started to get into it, and then I played it for the first time, and it was really good.
Alrighty. And do you have anything to say, Jer Bear?
Yeah. I've been playing Bethesda games for a while now, and from what I've seen, it kind of shows off why Bethesda's as good as it is. You start the game and it throws you right into this open world that you can do pretty much anything you want in. The story is amazing. The entire world you're thrown into is amazing. I haven't played the game yet, but plan on getting it real soon.
Alrighty. Yeah, and the map in this thing is huge.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot. There's a quick travel, so you actually don't have to walk from place to place. You actually can quick travel.
Well, you have
save
to,
you some
have
time.
to discover the place.
But yeah, you have to
first.
go there first.
It's been
So
like that since
You basically have
Oblivion.
to walk and then find the place, but once you find it, you can travel back there anytime.
Yeah. And there's a lot of, like, you'll get a lot of playing time out of this game.
Oh, you'll get over hundreds of hours if you really take your time and put your time into it. Yeah.
Yeah. And anything else?
The nice thing about this game is there's lots of there's the storyline, which is nice, but then even if you complete that, that's why there's lots of time you can put in this game. There's over how many side quests? Or just even around 350 or so.
Yeah, something like that.
There's just tons of stuff to do in this game.
And do you have any favorite setups?
Setup, my setup style, I like to go with a sword and a shield mainly. I'm a basic warrior. But you can also in this game be like a mage or
Yeah.
even just a guy. You can dual wield in this game too. That's nice.
And in this
Dual
game,
weapon.
you don't pick your class right off the bat. You can change. You can switch from an archer to a
mage.
Like, you don't have to pick right off the bat. You can change it up halfway through if you want and stuff.
One of the good things too is how everything has a counter. It's kind of like rock paper scissors. It's
Everything's
not.
balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no like one thing that will destroy everything every time.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. It's really balanced.
And back to the character thing. Every character has a specialty also. So,
Yeah, when they start out.
yeah. So that might help you pick what character you want to be.
Like, for example, like the Nords, they're resistant, 50% resistant to
50%
frost.
resistant to frost.
Yeah, and they also get battle cry, which is a shout of their own, which scares away enemies for 30 seconds,
Yeah.
except for the larger enemies or bosses.
Yeah. And there is a lot of enemies in this too. Like,
Yeah. And one good thing I have to mention though about this game is, from the previous one, they randomly generated their dungeons and caves, which were not good. And they had the environmental people that created the world, basically. They had them create the caves. In this one, they actually went back and they actually hand designed and created everything. They had level designers actually create the caves. That's why they feel natural and a flow to it.
Yeah. Yeah, and my favorite setup, I don't know, I started dual wielding sword and the mace. Just to power everybody.
One thing about the game too is in Oblivion, which was their last game they released for the Elder Scrolls, it felt like the world wasn't really alive. It felt like things only happened when you were around, whereas in Skyrim it feels like it doesn't matter that you're really there. Life continues on.
Yeah. It's almost like the game's still going even though you shut it off.
And dragons spawn randomly, so you don't just fight them in the main quest, you also fight them randomly. They'll pop up and destroy you.
They're not scripted. They're just completely random to come around.
You can leave them alone and come back to them later, or fight them when you see them.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're gonna wrap it up here. This was Hazar,
Nathan,
Fire Ace,
And Jerbear.
thanks for watching.
Hi, that what you watched right there was a gameplay and commentary of Skyrim.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Gaming Reviews Weekly.
rate, comment, and subscribe.
And now we're just gonna leave you off with us just fighting some dragons.
With accordion music.
Oh yeah.
Bye.